Welcome to your Morning Boost Daily, a quick reset for educators before the day gets going. Moving through anxiety requires a predictable path. If the test is the unknown, your coping plan is the map. This applies to your students, but it also applies to you. For students, we spend weeks teaching them test strategies, like process of elimination. But do we teach them stress-taking strategies? Give them the tools that they can use during the test when they feel that hijack coming. Maybe start with square breathing. It's a simple one, it's invisible, and it works. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. It resets the vagus nerve, and it really helps students get that grounding feeling. Another one is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If a student freezes up on a hard question, teach them to stop, look at their hands, and find 5 things they can see in the room, 4 things they can touch, 3 things they can hear, and this pulls the brain out of the 2 things maybe they could taste, and 1 thing that they would really like to have for themselves, 2 things they can smell, and maybe 1 thing they could taste. This pulls the brain out of the future dread, what happens if I fail, and gets it back into the present reality that I'm sitting in a chair and I'm safe. Now, for staff, you can't be a human anchor for your students if you are drifting out to sea, if you want to take that analogy. But proper planning for this week means that we're acknowledging that you will be emotionally empty by the time 3:30 p.m. rolls along. So one that I would like to recommend is that parking lot purge. Before you drive home, sit in silence for a few minutes. Don't check your phone, don't look at your email. Just let the Proctor version of yourself dissolve back into the human version of yourself. If you're a leader, protect your teachers this week. Cancel the unnecessary staff meetings. Don't send the long action item email on a Tuesday night of testing week. Your job here is to be the shock absorber for the building stress. Don't forget that part. Now, the most powerful way to kill testing anxiety is to detach a child's worth from their performance. Tell them, I don't care if every bubble is right. I care if you stayed present in your own mind. I care that you didn't give up on yourself. When we celebrate the stamina of the soul rather than the accuracy of the data, the test loses its ability to harm. As you head into this week, as you walk back into that April testing tunnel tomorrow morning, I want you to take one more deep, intentional breath. You are a professional. Yes, you have organized the bins, you have double-checked the rosters, and you have followed every security protocol to the letter. But more importantly, you are a human anchor. In a world that is currently obsessed with outputs and metrics, you are the person providing the input of safety. When the pressure gets high, your students aren't looking at the screen or the booklet for help. They're looking at us. They are looking to see if we are panicked. If you are breathing, they can breathe. If you are steady, they can be steady. Reclaim the human middle this week. If this is something you're dealing with right now, I go deeper into it in this week's episode of Your Morning Boost.